There is a strange morning routine that has been responsible for generating over $500 million for our empowered man clients, and it is called the Ample Power Up routine. In this video, I'm going to peel back the curtain of exactly what the Ample Power Up process is, how you can implement it into your life, and why it's so important for modern men. Before I do that, you're probably wondering, who is this teenage looking guy on the screen and how the fuck is he qualified to give me advice on anything? My name is Toni Versic, and 7 years ago I had a successful business, but the rest of my life was falling apart. I was depressed, anxious, and stressed. My relationship was breaking down, and like most men, I ignored the warning signs. Until one day my wife came home, looked me in the eyes and said, "Toni, I don't love you anymore." Within the space of 3 months, my life had fallen apart. I was alone, broken, broke, and on the verge of suicide. Since then, the Ample Power Up routine has been one of the biggest factors in turning my life around. And it's going to do the same for you. You see, since implementing this routine, I became a millionaire at the age of 30. I've been lucky enough to build a property portfolio worth $2.5 million. My business, The Empowered Man, cleared $1.3 million last year, and this year we'll do between $4 to $6 million of revenue, and half of that will be profit. But more important than the financial success is the happiness, joy, and fulfillment I feel each and every single day. I'm balanced as a husband, as a father, as a modern day man. And the best part is, we've used this exact same routine for over 742 of our Empowered Man clients, who have generated over $500 million of revenue between them. They have fixed marriages, reconnected with their children, and started winning and succeeding in life again. So if that sounds interesting to you, let's dive right into the Ample Power Up routine. The first thing to understand is that this morning routine actually begins the night before. I'll get into that at the end of the video, and it's probably the most important part, so make sure you stick around for that. The A in Ample stands for awake, and that's the first step here. It's to wake up at the same time every single day. Now that might sound obvious, but you'd be surprised how few men actually do this. Waking up every single day at the same time means Monday through Sunday, 365 days a year. Whether you're on vacation or holiday, whether it's the weekend or not, you get the fuck up. I've personally found that as soon as you start changing your wake up times throughout the week, it adds to the chaos of the world around you. There is chaos in the government, in society, in family, in friends, in business. There is chaos absolutely everywhere. The world itself is chaos. Children are chaos. Wife is chaos. You can create order amongst the chaos by getting up at the same time every single day. It creates order within your body clock. And when you do this enough times, your body actually wakes up at the same time each day without an alarm. I personally recommend a light alarm. You can find one of these on Amazon for about $40. And they will wake you up gently with a light instead of a doomsday siren that spikes your cortisol like a fucking horror movie. You want to set this alarm to go off at least 1 hour before your regular workday or before you get into what you normally do. I personally give myself 2 hours, and our client Michael, who has 300 employees and businesses that do over $100 million per year, also gives himself 2 hours every single morning to get into this routine and wake up earlier. A lot of men say they're too busy for this in their business and with their families, but this small investment of time will actually help you take back a lot more time throughout the day. You'll be more productive, and you'll go into something we call FFS, which is focused flow state. In this state, you feel unfuckwithable, you feel bulletproof, you feel on fire, and we get into that state by waking up at the same time every single day before we move to the rest of the routine. So step 1 is awake at the same time every single day. Once you've woken up, do what you normally do. Go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, hopefully, have a coffee, get those small things done, and then you want to hydrate your body and have some water. About 500 milliliters, half a liter, or 16 ounces works great. Hydration is extremely important for your energy, for your gut health, for your digestion, and for your focus. Step 2 is to move your body. When you move your body, you get your heart rate up, you get your blood pumping, and you switch on your brain. It's like turning on a car and letting it warm up so that you can rip it down the racetrack. The problem with being a busy, successful guy is many of us are so busy in the morning, we skip that workout or that movement. Throughout the day, we don't make time for it. At the end of the day, we're exhausted and we say we'll do it tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. So we teach all of our clients to move first thing in the morning. It could be a walk, it could be some cardio, it could be going to the gym. The actual movement itself doesn't matter. What matters is getting the fuck up and getting your body moving. I personally go for a 30-minute walk 5 mornings a week while listening to a podcast or audiobook, and then 2 mornings each week I go to a CrossFit class for about an hour. A really powerful way that you can do this in your life is to combine movement with chasing failure. What we get all of our clients to do is as many push-ups and as many squats as they can first thing in the morning. You do these push-ups and squats until you can't do any more. until your arms or your legs literally collapse. You're doing this so that you can consciously chase failure. Why? Because business, relationships, life, they are fucking hard. Being a modern day man is hard. Every single day you go to war. It's not the war with bullets and guns, it's the war of modern day society. When you chase that failure with these push-ups or squats or any exercise for that matter, you consciously choose to go into that war and fight the good fight. You embrace failure and you use it as your stepping stone to success, which means you're gonna fucking win. Embracing failure is actually one of the 6 principles in our Empowered Man's Code. And we talked about that in the previous podcast episode, so I'll drop a link down below so you can check that out. But at the end of the day, successful men, they're not just successful in one area, the business or wealth, they're successful in their health as well, because your health is your wealth. So wake up at the same time every single day, and step 2, move your body. The third component of the Ample Power Up routine is cold therapy. This has been popularized by my brother Wim Hof, shout out the Iceman, and it's taken the world by storm. We've personally been teaching our clients about cold therapy for the last 7 years, and it is a game changer. So how does it work? Basically, you just want to get fucking cold. The most ideal situation here would be to dunk your whole body in ice cold water. However, if you're not living next to a popsicle and you don't have access to ice, you can simply just have a cold shower. There are 2 ways you can do that. Option 1 is you turn the water all the way to warm right after you've done your movement, and at the end you turn the water to cold. Option number 2, if you want to go all in, is you get straight into a cold shower. As cold as possible, turn it all the way up, and stand underneath that water. You start off with 10 seconds of cold water, work your way up to a minute, then 2, and if possible, even 3. If this concept is new to you, you're probably thinking, why the fuck would I do that? That's madness. There are many benefits to doing that. Not only has cold exposure been scientifically proven to have huge benefits for your physical health, your heart health, anxiety, depression, even fat loss, it is also doing something extremely powerful for modern day men. You are now consciously chasing discomfort. You are choosing to do the hard shit first thing in the morning, which when you think about it, sharpens your mind and gets you ready for the hard shit you're gonna do throughout the day. It gets you ready to be challenged and dominate your day and win. The mental health benefits are huge, and it allows you to become a better man, better husband, better father, better business owner, better human being simply by exposing yourself to that discomfort. So step 3 is to have a cold shower every single morning right after you move your body. We call it the power shower, and it's the P in the Ample Power Up routine. I want to stop here and just highlight something. You might be thinking, if you've listened this far, how the fuck are these simple steps, waking up, moving my body, having a cold shower, gonna help me make $500 million? Have a better relationships, fix a marriage, ultimately be happy, and have power as a man? Well, the answer is simple, because these steps are designed to put you in a state of power. They're designed to put you in a state where you are in control, you are bulletproof, and you are unfuckwithable. These first 3 steps tie perfectly in the next 2, which are pivotal to becoming the best man you can be for yourself and your loved ones. Step 4 is something we call life design. It's the L in the Ampel. Now this is gonna be weird, but just give it a fucking go. It's probably the biggest factor to my success and who I get to be for my family and my financial wealth. We utilize a technique called breakthrough breathwork, which is basically similar to Wim Hof breathing if you've ever done that. I need to preface that if you've never done this before, please be careful and don't push too hard. Don't ever do this technique in open water. Make sure that you're seated and comfortable or lying down somewhere where you are safe. After you've got out of the cold power shower, go and find somewhere where you can sit with your legs 90 degrees and your back straight, or somewhere where you can lie down undisturbed. Make sure there are no distractions, no kids, no people, you're on your own, and put some headphones in. Play some relaxing meditation music, some binaural beats, or anything that doesn't have lyrics or distractions inside of it. Close your eyes once you're in this comfortable place, and you want to take at least 30 deep breaths. Ideally, you want to breathe in through your nose as deep as you can. Like you're doing some booger sugar or trying to clear things the opposite way of blowing your nose out. Once you've taken that deep breath in, you want to exhale the oxygen out with a sigh. Now you want to breathe as deep as you possibly can. You want this to be uncomfortable, almost like it's a workout. Showing you both examples here. If you can't use your nose, just use your mouth. Suck the oxygen in like you're going through a straw. And out. Now you want to do 30 of these breaths in a row with your eyes closed. Once you have done the final breath, you want to breathe in as deep as you can and hold at the top of the breath for 3 seconds. This is what it looks like. And then exhale the oxygen out. Once you've done that exhale, you want to hold your breath for as long as you can. When you're ready, you can just breathe normally, but try and hold your breath. Now you might feel dizzy, tingly, or faint during the exercise or during the breath hold. That's normal. If you feel uncomfortable, just start breathing normally again. Typically, I do that 3 times or 3 rounds of the 30 breaths, but you can just start with 1 on your first go. What's more important is that on the final round, when you exhale and hold your breath, you begin to visualize and create your dream lifestyle. You visualize and imagine your dream home, what it looks like, where it is, how big it is, what's inside of that dream home. You see and feel what it's like to open up your internet banking and have a massive number of finances and money in there, your freedom number. You visualize your investments, your shares, your properties, whatever's gonna make you financially free. You feel it and see it as if it's real. You visualize being with the people you love and they are smiling and laughing because of you. You feel and see what it's like to have a lean, athletic body. You see, you feel, you visualize your dream life as if it already exists. What you decide to see is going to be unique to you because we all have different goals, dreams, hopes, and desires. And look, it's probably going to be difficult or uncomfortable the first time you do this. That's because we're so used to numbing ourselves with substances and social media that we've forgotten how to use the power of our own fucking minds, use our imagination, and visualize the things that we want. But it's one of the most powerful things you can do on the planet. You see, if you can consciously visualize and see and feel what it's like to have your dream life, those feelings are going to course through your body, especially with the breathing exercise that gets you out of your head and into your body. When I personally do this exercise, I visualize myself in a walk-in wardrobe where I'm taking off my baby blue Rolex that has the gold trim around it. That watch means a lot to me, and when I put it on, I'm thinking about and feeling like the energy that it took to create that in my life. Then I walk into my massive master bedroom and I see my beautiful naked wife on the bed, and she's kinky and meeting all my needs and she's happy. I can see the walk-in shower with the double vanities. I go downstairs and I can see the beautiful marble kitchen and the entertainment pit to the left. When I go out onto my balcony and outside, there is a massive swimming pool and a sauna and an ice bath and all these areas that I've built and created. I imagine opening up my bank account and seeing millions of dollars that have created freedom for my life. I consciously create these things. And because it feels so good, it feels amazing to achieve it, when I open my eyes, I have certainty that I'm gonna get there. I might not know how to get there. I might understand there are challenges or roadblocks in the way, but I know I'm gonna get there because I've created it in the future in my own mind, which means I've created it already as if it exists. And it makes it a lot easier now to go through my day calm, in control, feeling powered up because I have a vision. It's a lot easier to go through hard shit and push forward when I'm in a great state and I know that that thing is real. It's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, but a matter of when. That's the power of visualization, and some of the most successful people on the planet do this. I do it, my clients do it, and you get to do it too. So step number 4 of the ample process is life design. Close your eyes, breathe, and visualize that life. Design it in your head so that it becomes a reality. The 5th and final piece of the ample power up routine is to express yourself. And we do that at The Empowered Man through a process called journaling. Now, journaling has been talked about for years, but we have a very specific process that helps you take back your power and win at life. You can do this on a computer, a Word document, a Notion document, or you can do it with the pen and paper. What you want to do is write down the date and the day and the time that you're doing this at the top of your page or document, and start with question number 1. What am I thinking about today? Write down all the thoughts that are going through your head in the morning before you start your day. Are you thinking about an argument you had? Are you thinking about work and the future? Are you thinking about something you may or may not have done in the past? Are you thinking about your partner or your kids? Are you thinking about money? Get the thoughts that are in your head out on paper or outside of yourself. Once you've written all the thoughts down, the second question is, how am I feeling today? You have emotional feelings like anger, sadness, happy, joyful, anxious, stressed, and then you have physical feelings such as, I feel full of energy, I feel tired, I feel burnt out, I feel fired up. You have physical and emotional feelings that you're feeling each and every single day. You want to take your time answering these questions. Realistically, when you've done this a few times, it takes like 2 to 5 minutes to write this down. Now, the reason this is so fucking important is because there are 4 things you can control in your life, and everything else, almost everything else, is out of your control. Those 4 things are your thoughts, feelings, actions, and reactions. No one, nothing can control those 4 areas for you. There is no puppet master in your mind. It is not about your partner, your team, your employees, your wife, the government, COVID. All of that stuff is external to you. It is out of your control. You can merely influence those things. What you can control is the thoughts and stories and language that go through your head. What you can control is the feelings that you feel each and every day, physically and emotionally. If you think about how any problem occurs in your life, you have a negative thought, that negative thought causes you to feel something, and then you take negative actions or have negative reaction. For example, you come home after a long, stressful day, you see that the house is a mess, that triggers the thought, my wife doesn't care, this isn't fair, I worked hard all day, this is bullshit. Those thoughts, aka stories, are framed in language, and then you start to feel. You feel angry, you feel frustrated, you feel resentment towards your partner. You also feel tired from a long day, and you feel stressed. So for some men, now they act and react based on those thoughts and feelings. You might take the action of yelling. You might turn to alcohol or drugs to numb yourself. You might react to your partner and start losing your shit and getting very angry or upset. All those things are affected and connected together, thoughts, feelings, actions, and reaction. Now, the only way you can change any area of your life is by bringing awareness to the things that are going on. A lot of the time when we fuck up our marriage or don't grow our business or procrastinate, it's because we subconsciously, without thinking, lose control of our thoughts, feelings, actions, or reactions. So if you can bring awareness to your thoughts and feelings every single morning, 365 days a year, that is 365 opportunities to see what's going on, to get it out of your head, to get it out of your body, and to consciously look at it, reflect on it, so that we can now decide to change it. A great example of how the subconscious mind works and why these things happen without thinking is folding your arms. You can try it right now. If you fold your arms, it feels pretty comfortable. Try and fold them the other way, and it's typically quite uncomfortable. You can also try this when you go to the bathroom next time. Try and wipe your ass, and the next time try to use the opposite hand. It feels uncomfortable, and things may get messy. This is because most of who we are is patterns. How we react to our partner, to business, to stress, it's simply a pattern. And when you bring awareness to your thoughts and feelings, you can change the pattern and change your operating system. So recapping, what am I thinking about today? How am I feeling today? And then we finish with 2 more questions. What am I grateful for today? Write down 3 things you're grateful for in your life and why you're grateful for them. I'm grateful for this video because it taught me a whole bunch of stuff about life. I'm grateful for my family because they put up with me despite how I sometimes show up. Write down what you're grateful for. Where focus goes, energy flows. And the final question we ask ourselves is, what are my hits for today? What are my highly important tasks that I must get done to have a successful day? At Empowered Man, we simply put them down as a checklist, no more than 4 tasks you're gonna get done that day to move the needle forward in your health, wealth, and relationships. Now, we actually planned this the night before using our evening reflection and war mapping process, which I'm gonna share in next week's video. So if you're not subscribed or you don't follow this channel, then make sure you do that right now so you don't miss out, because it's extremely powerful. Recapping the E in Ample though, it's express. What am I thinking about today? How am I feeling today? What am I grateful for today? And what are my highly important tasks? What are the 1 to 4 highly important things I'm gonna get done today to move the needle forward? And that, my friends, is the simple Ample Power Up routine. It might sound like it won't work, it might sound too good to be true, it might sound too simple, but I guarantee if you give this a go for the next 30 days, magic will begin to happen in your life. Ample, once again, stands for awake at the same time every single day. Move your body, whatever movement you decide to do. Power shower, have a cold shower every single morning. Life design, close your eyes, breathe, and visualize your dream life as if it already exists. And express, write down your thoughts, feelings, what you're grateful for, and what you're going to take action on that day to bring awareness to what's going on within you and to take action towards your goals. This routine has been used by over 700 of our clients. It's made me millions of dollars, and it's made our clients a collective amount of revenue over $500 million. But more important than the money, it helps you have the health, wealth, and relationships, the balance as a modern day man that you deserve to have. A winner, a leader, a modern day. So if you got value from this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and give this a rating if you're listening on the podcast. Now, this routine is extremely powerful, but without the $500 million evening reflection process that we're gonna teach in next week's video, it can fall flat on its face. So if you'd like to know more about that, make sure you stick around for next week's video. You'll get a ton of value from that. And if you want a simple, just Google Doc of this entire morning routine so you can tick it off every single day, I'll drop a link in the description down below. You can download it for free. I don't need your email or anything like that. There'll also be a button down below that download where if you want to work with us and be a client and become one of the guys scaling his business and fixing his marriage and having that work-life balance, you'll be able to book a call with my team for a free coaching session where we'll create a game plan for you. Hope you got value from this. If you did, make sure you let us know and have an amazing day. We'll see you for the next episode of the Empowered Man Podcast.